Hello, welcome to third grade. This is Mrs. Roberts, and I'm excited to be part of your child's educational journey. Let's get started. This is my contact information. You can also find this on our district webpage. This is a little about myself. My husband and I live in Pot City. We have three girls, Madison, Bailey, and Paige. We also have a long-haired Chihuahua. I graduated from Kansas State University with a bachelor's degree in elementary education. I then earned my master's degree in elementary education at Mid American Nazarene University. I have been teaching at Platte County since 2007. This is our daily schedule. Specials, lunch, and recess stay consistent on a typical day. We do run an altered schedule on PLC days, but lunch always stays at the same time, 12:14. This is also listed on the Platte County webpage too. In third grade, these are some of the goals we work towards. We want to learn new skills, set personal goals, discover a new interest, make new friends, have fun and support each other, and celebrate achievements. Our classroom rules help us get along with each other. We create these rules the first couple of days of school. We use the 7 Habits of Effective Kids and the Private Rocks character traits to help us determine the expectations we wish to share in our learning community. A copy of these rules will be sent home for you to sign once we have them finalized. They then become part of our leadership notebook. Once our rules are set, we create our classroom mission statement, which we will also share with you. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is a book written by Stephen Covey. These are the 7 habits that your child will be working on throughout the school year. They reflect on them every day at the end of the day. So watch this in your child's take-home folder. ELA, English Language Arts. This is a huge chunk of your child's day. Students will work to become independent, fluent readers throughout the year. We will enrich previous learning and grow in other skill areas. Students will be responsible for literary and informational text. They will infer, compare and contrast, ask and answer questions, find the main idea, and much, much, much more. They will be working with writing. They will work with personal narratives, informational pieces, and opinion pieces. Students will be engaged in word work activities almost daily in the classroom, so spelling lists will not be sent home. We do check throughout the year for growth in this area. Math. Students will be using Envisions 2.1 daily. Each day, your child will work on review practices, small group instruction, hands-on activities, computer work, independent practice. At times, the series can be rigorous, but please understand that the material spirals throughout the year and reviews concepts previously taught. There is an online portion. If you want more information on that, just let me know. Students will spend the first half of the year understanding multiplication and division. Your support at home with additional practice with the multiplication and division is greatly appreciated. These are the concepts that we will be learning in Science and Social Studies. Science and Social Studies has a dedicated time at the end of the day, but we also sometimes work it into our ELA block. Your child will have a daily take-home folder. We call this our fish folder. Family involvement starts here. In this folder, we will track our behavior. Your child will color in their day at the end of the day. And if you would just spend a couple of minutes at the end of the day discussing this with them, that's appreciated. You also can find their AR in there. In third grade, your child will have an AR goal every month. The computer sets this goal, and on Fridays, you can monitor it to see how your child is doing on their progress. Classroom management, I've kind of talked a little bit about the color code. We will use a color code that is linked to the Leader in Me program to manage student behavior within our classroom. All students begin the day on green, ready to learn. Throughout the day, students can move through different colors. By being good leaders, they can move to blue, purple, and pink. Some students can be off the chart with their behavior choices. When this happens, the student gives their clip to the teacher to wear. When students make poorer choices, their clip will move down. Yellow is a caution color. It is a reminder to the student to be proactive and get his or her day back on track. Orange and red are signals that your child is making multiple choices that are causing problems in the learning environment. We are working to put first things first. When students on orange, they will walk 5 laps at recess to reflect on what they need to change to be more successful in the classroom. If a student is on red, they will complete a think sheet to create a plan of action for their behavior. In both cases, the student will have discussions with the teacher to help them with their reflections. Students are always allowed to move back up in the color code after making a poor choice. We try to focus on positive behaviors as much as possible. The kids really respond to this program and love to work their way up the color code of being great leaders. In third grade, homework consists of things at home your child can do independently to help them become better learners. This is a list of some ideas for families. Read AR books, practice multiplication, facts, additional math practice through online resources. There are 2 columns on your child's take-home folder page labeled for AR and math homework. If a student reads at home for 30 minutes and a parent signs off in agreement, this shows your child is being proactive and putting first thing first. When it comes to his or her AR goal, first thing in the morning, your child will be allowed to move his or her clip to blue for showing leadership qualities. If you don't have time to read every night, that is okay too, but I encourage you to create a schedule for days that do work. If your child chooses to read on weekends, that time can be recorded on Friday. Reading is just like a sport. It takes practice to improve. With the math facts, just put yes or no that they practiced them. This is also not a huge deal, but it is important for the kids. Math facts usually take about 5 or 10 minutes if you want to practice them. A weekly class newsletter will be emailed every Friday. The newsletter will explain special events from that week as well as upcoming weeks. Please look for special reports on our class achievements and or items needed for upcoming class activities. We will attend 1 field trip this year. Third grade students will visit Royal Stadium. More information will come closer to our trip. The kids do love this field trip. This is just some nuts and bolts. At recess, your child is welcome to bring snacks to eat. Please be sure to dress your child appropriately for recess. We do go outside whenever possible. It takes extreme weather for us to stay inside. Some birthday procedures. We do ask that treats are prepackaged or come from a bakery. They need to be easy to distribute. You are welcome to drop them off at the office by noon to be passed out later in the day. The office staff is great about making sure the snacks are delivered to our classroom, or your child can just bring them. We ask that you do not send personal birthday invitations to school due to hurt feelings. Mrs. Iatow, our school secretary, will send out a school directory with names and addresses to help you with this. These are some resources that are helpful throughout the school year. And that's that. We have finished. This is a brief introduction to our school year. Please watch for our weekly newsletters for additional information. If you have questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me at any time. Your child's success depends on all of our teamwork. Let's have an outstanding year. Thanks for tuning in.